Hello, everyone. Welcome on in. Welcome back to all my subscribers and new subscribers as well. I know it's been a while since I last posted, so I definitely wanted to get out a video as soon as possible. Just some life situations that pop up, nothing serious, so just life. But I'm not going to say when I'm going to post next at this time because I don't want to disappoint you guys. And yeah, definitely don't want to disappoint you guys. I've really missed reading for you. And so here I am. I'm Lily, and you're watching Lily of the Stars Tarot. So, I want to do a reading today on what's holding us back from keeping a love partner relationship. It's one thing having one and then being able to keep it, but myself included, I've had trouble keeping relationships. You know, we're all learning. We learn about ourselves being in a relationship. At least I have. I I've been in some, and sometimes it hasn't always been easy. But I've gotten there, and I'm happily married now, and it's awesome. It's friggin' awesome. But anyway, so I want to do a reading on what's holding us back from keeping a healthy relationship. All right, so I'm going to use some oracle cards, get some tarot in, and let's get started. Okay. So I really sincerely hope you guys have been doing well. I know it's been like a good solid month since I've last read for you guys. So definitely glad to be back. All right, so why is the collective having trouble keeping a relationship at this time in their lives? Okay, so first one is feeling burnt out. So you feel emotionally burnt out right now. Retreat and recover before continuing. That's some really good advice, actually, to recover emotionally, because sometimes if our emotions are a little bit out of control, how can we have a healthy relationship with somebody else? It's just not possible. So, yeah. So definitely, wait until you have some more emotional stability. That's, one thing that I definitely can say about that. It's so important before you continue a healthy relationship. All right. All right, collective. So what else is keeping you back? Okay, that was weird. What else is keeping you back? Okay, wow, we got some really interesting ones. Okay. So we got self-neglect. You are neglecting your own needs in relationships. Practice self-care. Another really important one. I mean, because if you don't really care about yourself, you know, like how you're presenting to the other person, you know, like how you know, personally, you know, like appear to them. Are you like wearing sweats all the time in front of your person and not even trying to even look, you know, nice, you know, at least every once in a while? Um, I'm like one of those people that likes to do it on a regular basis, but that's just me. Um, but yeah, um, practicing good self care is really important, especially for the other person. Okay, the next one is tolerating abuse. Definitely can't be doing that. Any kind of abuse is not okay. You deserve someone who treats you well. Wow. I mean, and also there's like different types of abuse. There's, you know, emotional abuse, physical abuse. Um, yeah, those are like the two main ones, the, really. Um, Emotionally, it could just be putting you down all the time, or, you know, unfortunately, you know, we know narcissistic people. Um, it just sometimes, narcissists would just come into my life, and I'm like, why me? You know, I'm sure you guys have felt that way at some point, and it's hard, you know, when you meet these narcissists that think they're all that, and, you know, with a major ego, and it's just ridiculous. But anyway, moving on. The next one is fear of cheating. Not everyone cheats, that's for sure. I know that for a fact. You need to open your heart and trust your partner. This is a big one, trust. I mean, if you can't trust your partner, and if you feel like they're doing something behind your back, or not being true to you, that's like a really big deal. I mean, in all honesty, like in my past, I've had bouts of this before. Um, you know, that my partner was cheating or not being true in some regard. It's a lot. Takes a lot out of you, and definitely damages the relationship. I mean, all of these things, you know, self-neglect, being emotionally burnt out, abusive, you know, the fear of cheating. Hmm. Okay, well, let's get some more from a different deck. Some words of encouragement. Okay. Spirit, for the collective, what do they need to know about staying in a relationship? Okay, so this one says moonlit unity. Use understanding to have greater emotional balance. Yeah, I mean, you have to be understanding. I mean, because if you're not understanding of the other person, or, give them the benefit of the doubt, then it could be very unemotionally negative, because you got to have that balance emotionally. Okay, so the next one, Faith's Haven. So this one says, believe in the safety of your return, as every journey leads back to comfort. Yes, it does. I mean, sorry for the pause there. I was just thinking, everyone is on their own personal journey. We're all at different phases, you know. But from what I've experienced, I mean, every journey leads to some comfort. I mean, we could go through hell, like me in general, like and my partner, we could go through hell and it would end the relationship, of course, naturally. And you can't sustain a relationship like that. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this one is in a fog. Fear, obligation, or guilt makes you stay. Get clarity. Yeah, I mean, especially that kind of like coincides with the tolerating abuse. I mean, if you feel intimidated by your partner in an extremely negative way, I mean, that could be abuse right there. If you're having these fears, or if you're feeling guilty about something, that's not really fair to the other person. But we'll get some tarot down on that and see what's going on. Clarify it a little bit more. Okay. I do want to get you a Moonology card next, though. Okay. Show me for the collective, Spirit, a card for the collective, what they need to see at this time. First quarter moon in Pisces. Honor your feelings. Yes. So True. Great advice. You have to. If you don't do it, no one else is going to do it. Unless, they absolutely love you to death and, But even then, you have to honor your own feelings, whether they be positive or negative. So, okay. All right. So next, let's get some tarot down on some of these reasons that you may not be able to keep your relationships. All right, Spirit, please clarify these karmic lessons that need to be learned so that they can keep their partner in a healthy relationship. Okay, we got the Ace of Swords and the Six of Cups. Okay. So with the Ace of Swords, you're seeking that clarity and truth right now in your relationship. And you may also be reminiscing about the past or just being like really sentimental at this time. Just like memories. And I mean, if you're thinking about all these past things, I mean, maybe they were really positive and you just want that back. I mean, who knows? Maybe the person on your mind is an ex and you're just having all these like thoughts of them. But if you're in a relationship right now, you got to ask yourself, well, why are you thinking of your ex? I mean, if that's the case, then you need to cut energetic ties with this person, like energy wise. That will definitely be for another video that I actually plan on doing, cutting ties completely with exes, because I kind of ran into a situation where I needed to do that, to cut the emotional ties with my ex, one of my exes, because they were contacting me and I didn't want to be contacted. I'm happily married. I hope that person is actually seeing this right now because they need to know. All right, what's next? For the collective, please clarify why they're not able to keep their relationships. Why they're not able to keep relationships, Spirit. Okay. Well, you are definitely changing out a really important cycle in your life. We got the World card. And this talks about like just completing a really major chapter, but moving on to a brand new one. And that's friggin' awesome. All right. The next one, we have the Five of Cups. So you could be feeling like regretful and just kind of like down in the dumps, sad, a lot of sadness. You could probably hear my cat in the background. She wants to come in. Okay, so you could just be in a really sad moment in your life, because also you're not really seeing the entire picture of something, because in the card, the person in the card, male or female, is not noticing the two full cups behind them. And then we got the Four of Cups. So you're feeling kind of bored in the relationship. You don't feel like as connected with the Four of Cups. Okay, what else? Spirit, what else for the collective? Why are they not able to keep relationships? What else, Spirit? Please show me clearly and accurately. Please and thank you. Okay, so now we have the Magician. So you have the ability to, and the willpower to manifest a healthier relationship with your partner. Trust. Unless the person has given you a reason not to trust them, then don't. You can't. I feel like when, if someone were to hurt the trust, like to actually lie to me, for me, there's nothing there. You can't trust the person. And that's just one more reason why someone can't keep an ongoing healthy relationship. Shadow work definitely has to be done. I highly recommend going back to one of my shadow work readings and seeing what you can do. So, highly recommend. She has some great advice. So, definitely go back and check it out. All right, so now I want to get some advice for you from Spirit. All right, Spirit, please give the collective some advice from Spirit on how to keep the relationship. Advice, Spirit, on how to keep the relationship. Okay, an open heart. Perfect. Your heart is safe. Put down your defenses. Let go of the fear of vulnerability. Open your heart to receive the love of others. Allow yourself to have new experiences too. I like that part. It's always good to have new experiences, to open, just to open up yourself, open your heart, like Madonna would say in her song. It's not always easy to open up, is it? It's like, you're putting your heart, or just wearing your heart on your sleeve. I'm I'm the kind of person that does that, actually. I do wear my heart on my sleeve. That's why I think I dated a lot of jerks. Yeah. Kind of hope they're watching too. But anyway, um, I feel like sometimes, when I do readings, it's like me venting. Well, I kind of did just now, but I don't mean to, you guys. I don't mean to vent. I don't know. Maybe you find it entertaining. You know, having channel fans is always a good thing. All right, guys. All right, so let's get some more advice from Spirit. More advice for the collective from Spirit on keeping a healthy relationship. More advice from Spirit for keeping a healthy relationship. Faith. Stories. Pause. And follow your heart. So you got to have faith, the faith, the faith. You got to have faith, the faith, the faith. Okay, I just sang. I know I know I'm not the greatest. That was George Michael. You gotta have faith. Faith. Trust and believe. It's time to have faith and believe that everything will work out for the best. Trust yourself and know that you will make the right decisions. How awesome is that? Just talking about it. Stories. Question the narrative. Consider the stories that you believe about life, about yourself, or about others, and replace those stories with eternal truths. So, if you have a certain idea of somebody and it's kind of wishy-washy, you gotta actually find the truth of the matter. Like, for example, believing rumors about somebody. I don't know, just because someone else said it doesn't make it true. That's just one example. But find the real truth. Absolutely. All right. And the next piece of advice, pause. Time to take a breather. Hang back and gather yourself. Resting, even briefly, will allow profound insights to arise and give you the energy you need to make it to the finish line. Time to take a breather. Absolutely. I mean, everyone needs a freaking break. I love people so much, but I still need a break from them. every once in a while. It's normal, it's natural. And the last card, advice, follow your heart. Just follow your heart. It's perfect advice. Quiet the chattering mind and feel the subtle pull of your heart. It offers you the wisdom that you need at this time. So true. Because when you follow your heart, I feel like it's just you're listening to your intuition. And that's what you really need to do. That's what I do. I'm not saying I'm always right in what I do, because I'm not, for sure. But no one is. I mean, no one's perfect. But I feel like that's what makes life interesting now. Because we're not perfect. All right, guys. So I'm just going to get a little bit more advice. And I will be reading more often, even though I just like dropped almost the entire half deck. But let's get you a celestial whisper. All right. All right, let's get the top one. Oh, this is perfect. I trust the unseen forces that guide my heart's journey. Oh, I love that for you guys. It's so true. I have faith. I have faith that all of you will find somebody that fits your heart's journey. I eventually found mine. And I wish you all the best in that. I know you can do it. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have for this evening, at least this evening where I am. It's actually like almost 10 o'clock at night, I think. And I'm ready to hit the hay. I'm ready. Um, but anyways, love and light. And I will see you soon.